Breaking news story of this hour, and sentencing has been handed down in the Krugersdorp killers case. Our reporter Janke Tolme was at court. She joins us now live. Janke, several life sentences handed down for Cecilia Steyn, for Zach Valentine and Marcel Steyn as well. Take us through what the court had to say.
Yes, Michelle, quite a long time coming to an end today. You have to remember that these 11 murders took place over a time period between 2012 and 2016. But the court going through specifically the involvement of these three people, including Marcel Steyn, Cecilia Steyn, as well as Zach Valentine, because some of the group have already been sentenced and they are already serving their time behind bars. But today these three will be joining them. Specifically, a lot of focus on Cecilia Steyn, who has been identified as the mastermind behind everything, with the judge saying that he is even basically concerned about the people she will be mingling with, even when she is behind bars, calling her a master manipulator who, if you took her out of this equation, none of these murders would actually have taken place. The judge also going as far as saying this group might have called themselves Electus for Deus, chosen by God, but the judge today is saying that it should have been actually called elected by Lucifer, even saying that this was basically like a man-made tsunami that hit Krugersdorp with specific victims in mind. These were not random people that the group murdered. It was carefully planned. It first started because of basically a rival ministry and some revenge murders, after which the group decided to lay low, but after a while they needed the money, so they started up again with these planned murders targeting specific people, not really getting much money out of it at the end of the day, but nonetheless brutal killings, taking away 11 family members from their loved ones, and that is why they have now been sentenced to, as you've mentioned, these a number of life sentences, and I still have to count the rest of the years that the judge still added on top of that.
And what about reaction in court to that? I'm just looking at the responses on social media. I see that Cecilia Steyn spoke to at least a couple of journalists just in response to what the judge had to say there. What was the reaction from those who have now been handed these lengthy jail terms and the people who were at court?
Well, there was an applause after the sentence was handed down, and we did see a lot of the family members breaking down in tears and hugging each other. From the three accused, or not accused anymore, the three who were sentenced today, the first one to walk down was Cecilia Steyn, and when we asked her reaction, all she said that it is quite a long time, or she actually just said long. That was her reaction. Not much reaction from Zach Valentine, more of a smile and a little bit of laughter as he walked down, and no reaction yet from Marcel Steyn, but we are hoping to speak to some of the family members related to those specific three people. From the victims, we did manage to speak to some of the family members, all of them saying that they are relieved that this is finally now at the end, and all saying that while nothing will bring back their family members, but most of them seem to be really relieved with the sentence that was handed down for all three.
Yeah, incredible story that. Thanks very much for that, Janke Tolme, live to us there from court. The judge handing down lengthy jail terms there. Cecilia Steyn, as part of this Krugersdorp killers group, she's been targeted as, or not targeted, she's been named by the judge as the mastermind, receiving 13 life sentences, Zach Valentine 8 life sentences, and Marcel Steyn 7, and that's for the 32 charges they were found guilty of. The judge also saying that it was like Krugersdorp was hit by a tsunami. They called themselves chosen by God. They should have been calling themselves chosen by Lucifer. We'll continue to track that story for you.